Welcome to Afro Punk. This is my stomping ground right here. This is my people. It's early. We out here. Saturday. Show tonight at 9 o'clock basically. This is like the main stage area. This is gonna be packed with beautiful melanated people. You're here with young Paris. Have fun, drink a lot of water because you're gonna be dancing. I don't know how I do it. I'm rapping and dancing the whole. But it's gonna be a lot. You know, you guys dance. You know, it's super high energy. There's so much to see out here, man. It's nothing like Afropunk. This is the one of one festival of the world, motherfucker. We got the most beautiful coming out. I mean, you gotta see this. Fresh I Am. I'm rocking Fresh I Am tonight. My man truly about to bless me. The whole fit. Fresh I Am in the fit. Right now I'm rocking this Gypsy Sport. Shout out Gypsy Sport. When I put my paint on, put on my maquillage, this whole shit about to light up. Different brushes. They wear out. It's another way to clean a brush. So this is a traditional maquillage. It's called a marque de famille. And it stems from our traditions in Congo, Central West Africa. And my father co-founded the first National Ballet of Congo. And in their region, they would use different ways to embellish their beauty. Africans do this for thousands of years. This paint, this ritual has been done for thousands of years. We have our specific perspective. We wear white for those who we have lost. So I lost my father 5 years ago, and I wear white to constantly carry on his tradition. I usually do 2 coats to keep it nice and thick. This stays on like I perform, I sweat. So it's the same amount of dots, the same balance, very similar placement. You know, my sisters, they also share this with our people who follow us and also want to carry on the tradition of our father. Like I said, in Africa, people wear different ways to highlight their beauty, and they've been wearing this type of particular paint for very, very long. But more, you know, stemming from our region and why we do it, when we see those who follow us that also want to represent our particular patterns, the areas in our face that we use. You know, for me, I see them as, you know, carrying on tradition of my father, so I see it as a blessing. And he was such a powerful man that, like, you know, I embrace it. Sometimes people ask me if I'm mad about it. Like, how does that make you feel? You see everybody wearing paint on their face. Like, we're all African. When you come from something, this is what I'm gonna do anyway. Whether it's popping, whether it's fashion, whether it's cool, whether it's not cool. We've been doing this our whole lives. So like, of course people want to be a part of something. They want to highlight what they have. Maybe for them, for a year, a couple years, you know. But for us, this is our culture. I think people want to be a part of something. People want to feel alive, you know. And Afropunk is such a beautiful platform to not only, you know, be inspired by new musicians and music that comes from a radical perspective, but also the people that you see as a performance in itself. Like, come to Afropunk, half of why you're here is just to look at other people. There's no festival like that. You come to the festival just to see the other people and show love and then leave. Like, I would say, like, there's a very low ratio of people actually have, like, guys hitting on girls, like getting numbers. Like, over here it's just about beauty. It's just about beautiful people, just seeing how they use their body to create art. See a fight at Afropunk, that's weird. Like, that's raw, that's rare. Like, I never even heard that. Like, there's no, people don't come here for that shit. It's lit. Welcome to the Young Paris Show.
My father co-founded the National Ballet of Congo. And at their time, they used different ways to embellish the beauty of their region. And my father died 5 years ago, so I'm carrying on his tradition. This is a market I was given when I was 3. I get it till I die, and I hand it off to my children. And I see so many beautiful people wearing their maquillage. And I see it as a homage, and I respect it. But once again, I just want to thank all you beautiful people for coming out tonight. There's nothing like Afro Punk in the fucking world.
Because you know, Afropunk is that's my people. Afropunk is my crowd. Someone would say, what's Young Paris following this crowd? Those are mine. That's exactly what they look like, what they act like, what they smile, what they feel like. They're young, dope Africans who want to be connected with the continent and also want to express themselves as Africans in America. You know, these are the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Anyone who's experienced Afropunk Festival, there's no tour like, because people can be whoever they want to be. It's like, you know, Halloween is kind of playing on fear and like all this kind of madness, but Afropunk is you can really dress up and be who you are. Like, you see the most amazing hairdos, tattoos, piercings, clothing, the styling, the fashion. It's like, because a lot of times, you know, you being in the business and another thing you learn is like, the poor have all the ideas, but they don't have the finances to make things happen. And the rich have the finances, but they don't have the ideas. So the rich take from the poor's ideas to keep their shit going. But Afropunk puts you in perspective where you see quote unquote poor, but they got all the ideas. So it shows you what the ideas would look like. Like, imagine if, you know, Biggie never met Puffy. Biggie still would have been one of the best lyricists of all time, but he never would have been discovered. So it took Puffy to discover him. So everyone has a special gift. Sometimes it just takes that discovery. And what's beautiful about Afropunk is you just get to see all the gifts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something to give on that motherfucker. You never see nobody Afropunk with a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt. It doesn't exist. And Afropunk is where you show what you got. So it's beautiful, man. Like I was saying earlier, you know, it's not a place where you go bang up bad girls, where you know, it's a place of compliments, it's a place of reassurance, it's a place of culture, and that's what I represent for me. I'm someone who's very proud of who they are. I come from a very strong, dynamic, and traditional background, and as an African in America, you know, culturally I have a lot to offer. So, you know, Afropunk is just, that's my people, man. Like, I wouldn't say any other fan base or type or niche, whatever, wouldn't make more sense than Afropunk. Boy, going here. Atlanta's finest.
We're about to get started. Hold up 1 second.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just popping by, supporting the brand. Epitome, this has a dope. I actually got this one in pink from V-Files in New York. Yeah, just showing a little Atlanta love. Before we touch down tonight, Afropunk. As I got a little bit older and learned, like, yo, Africa gives so much to the world. Like, when you think about the raw materials, specifically Congo, I'm Congolese, we got sulfur, manganese, diamonds, copper, you know, ivory, sulfur, like, we got so many raw materials that make the riches of the world, and we get the least of the world. So, like, you know, as you get older, you kind of learn more about how this world works. You recognize, like, you know, little money doesn't tell big money what to do. And in many ways, Europeans have figured out how to, you know, manage the world. We're talking about the least populated humans on the planet who are running the planet when it comes to financial, you know, dominance. So, you know, being African, knowing that you come from that, knowing that you come from these riches, you go back home, you can pick fucking fruits out the, you know, off trees, you could eat for free, and then come in and then being shunned upon for, like, poor, you know, you kind of put yourself in perspective, like, what does poor really mean? Like, am I poor because I don't have money, or am I poor because, you know, I look at poor as like a mentality. Like, you know, you got a lot of people with a lot of money that live miserable. So, and a lot of people with no money live fucking wealthy. I mean, I've always had an amazing life. I consider myself to be born rich because I always have family, I have love, I've been happy, there's always food on the table. You know, it's a play on words, play on mindset, how people are brainwashed and think that Africa has less, but Africa has so much, and that's just what I try to bring to the table, is remind people, like, you're talking about the epitome of everything, culture, music, art, dance, like the environment, animals, trees, plants, flowers. Like we got everything that sustains the world. So like, you know, I come from that. I'm super proud to be African. Like I signed Roc Nation. One of the managers there, the A&R, she was following me for over a year. And I mean, I was doing some crazy shit in the last year, man. Like we had like 2,500 people out in January at the first Saturday. He came to that party. He was like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" But I had after parties. I would do my melanin things, my team melanin projects. And he would come out and just like he saw the movement. But again, back to what I was saying about the music business. Like, how do you put it into the business? And the music that I was doing again, when he was a fan of it, was still very traditional, very me. And my latest project, African Vogue, I started contemporizing my sound a little bit, mixing it a little bit more contemporary music. And when I released my project, African Vogue, they got a big release on the Fader. And Law from Roc Nation hit me up like, "Yo, you know, I've been following this shit for a while. You know, you ready, bro?" Like,
I gotta get my dancers ready.
He hit me up, brought me by the office. We started talking about ideas for a few weeks, and eventually he's like, "Yo, we gotta bring you in on the family." I met everybody except for Hov. I didn't meet Hov. It's been about a month now, but it's coming. But you know, it's a family there, man. Roc Nation, they call it a family for a reason. And you know, everybody's just supportive. There's a lot of support coming in right now. They definitely want to just see what I'm bringing to the table, so I'm just constantly showing them what I have to offer as an artist. And it's like a learning exchange. I'm learning about the business and what it is to be with a label, and they're learning about my culture, what it is to work with an African artist. Because like I'm the second Afrobeat artist on there, and I'm the only one in the States. So, you know, pushing that sound, man, pushing that culture. Africa is rising. Maybe game time.
Afro Punk is real.
For me, it was like trying to figure out what angle I want to come in. Like you recognize when you understand like how America works and how the business, you know, the part of the business that plays into art and culture. And you kind of try to find your box in your areas where you say, okay, this is what people kind of want from me, but I have to give so much of who I am. So I had to learn about the part about what they want from me. Like, I was so much into who I was as an artist that I made a lot of organic music. But I feel like, you know, the music industry is a business. So essentially, if you want to just be a musician, you stay home and make music all day. But when you want to play in this business, there's, you know, there's an area of it that becomes a shared experience where it's like, what do people want from you and what do you want to give to people? So I had to learn that, and I would say like I started wanting to get into the industry maybe 4 years ago when I realized like, okay, I have this amazing culture, I have this unique sound, and I have this blend of how I mix my culture and my sounds together, and people started getting attracted to that. So I was like, let me just create a music and a vibe and an environment where I know what my strengths are from what people want from me, and I know what I want to give to the public. So I try to give my story, I try to give what's organic to me, the sounds that I enjoy when I make music, and my image. And I also like to see how people respond to what they want from me. So yeah, the music business is crazy though, you know. It's not really designed for a completely organic perspective. Like, you gotta kind of play the game. But I kind of do it as much as you can on the edge of not having to play the game at all, where I can just be myself. So
Are there any fucking Africans in the building tonight? Put your fucking fist in the air one time. One fucking time. If you love black people, put your fucking fist in the air one time. That's what this shit is about. I'm fucking from Congo. We got diamonds, sulfur, manganese, gold, coltan. We got all the shit that fuels the world, and we get nothing. I'm about to fuck that shit up. Melanated people. Shout out to Melanin up in here.
They call us the third world, but the media relying. How are we the third world? We sit on golden diamonds. Put us on the TV, make us look so greedy. Tell you take your dollar out and then give it to the needy. How are we the needy? We got mangoes on the tree. I go to the big bush if I want to take a pee. I still rep the diva, play it through the pipa. Stop you falling in, Africa's my South Africa, yeah.
Afropunk, thank you so much for tonight. My name is Roc Nation. We thank you. Thank you.
Showcasing black models, pushing black models, you know, using my page and my influence to highlight black models. So what I have with this Melanin project, and Team Melanin, eventually I want to have a branch that is a fashion house or fashion brand for people of color under Melanin. You know, Melanin models, for example, who knows? But you know, I think that what I bring to the table is diversity. I think that what I bring to the table is an acute, curated perspective of what's happening when it comes to beauty in a perspective of people of color. You know, I know a lot of beautiful models of color. I know a lot of amazing designers of color. And I just, you know, I'm a tastemaker. I see myself as a tastemaker. I see myself like I can tell if something, I know I like certain things, and then I express what I like, and people tend to like them. So I think in fashion, I'd like to also like contribute as a tastemaker and just give my opinions on what I like in pieces that I see, you know, at this point. But Young Paris in 10 years, oh my God, man, I'm going global, bro. I mean, with this Melanin project, gonna be crazy. You know, I'm gonna have offices around the world. Young Paris will have its success. You know, I'm writing a lot of big songs already, but I can't imagine in the next 10 years. You know, I'm using my success to really show more light on our people, melanin people, people of color. And I think that's just where culture is going, like self-love. You see a Solange's record. I see the table's #1 in the world right now. Even DJ Khaled, he's talking about love, self-love. Like, people don't want to be in fear, man. Like, that shit's corny. I want to be able to go somewhere with my swag and my attitude to be good. And not have to think that I gotta worry about shit. It's an uncomfortable feeling, man. It's not, you know, it don't gotta be cool to be violent. Like, I don't think that shit is cool, man. I think I'm a cool dude, and I don't even need to be around all that negativity. And it's really about getting this check, taking care of your family, get some money, take care of your family, and spread love, man. You know? But I definitely want to leave a legacy. I definitely want to have offices.